And we're back, guys. Tennis in a minute. I'm your host, Good Energy, the hardest working man in the tennis business. I appreciate you guys for all the love and support. We're approaching 3 million, and for the fall season, we will be giving you some amazing content. So stay tuned. Now, listen, Taylor Townsend taking on Mukova. This is going to be an amazing match, guys. Taylor Townsend, we know, had the huge upset win over Pegula on clay. And a lot of people think of Mukova as just an all-around type of player. I think she's good on grass. I think she's good on clay, hard. We saw what Mukova did at the French Open. She had that slam, guys. That would have been two Czech players back to back, French Open, Wimbledon. But Iga, look, I don't want to say that Iga resorted to, these tactics, but she did. Look, she held up Mukova numerous times there where Mukova had the momentum. Look, it's gamesmanship. It worked, and Mukova got off of her rhythm and lost that championship. That was a heartbreaker. She cried, and I feel for her. But now this is a tough match. She has an opponent in front of her that it's the same age. She has just as many wins on hard and clay as Mukova, actually more. And look, her ranking means nothing. She's ranked 132nd, but she had a baby, came back. She's known as a double specialist, and she has a chip on her shoulder because she's like Barbora Krejcikova a couple years ago, where people just take her as a doubles player, and she's got a point to prove. She said personally the other day, look, don't worry about my ranking. I will be climbing the ranks. And look, she is playing with house money. She took out Vavara. I told you she'd beat Vavara outright. Now, Beatrice, I slept on her a little bit against Beatrice. I thought Beatrice would baseline. But the problem with Taylor Townsend is she is like a brick wall. And her look is deceiving. She reminds me of like someone like a Williamson, right? For the New Orleans Pelicans, the basketball player. If you look at him without having ever seen him play, you will think, there's no way he's that athletic. There's no way he's doing all those crazy dunks. And then you see him in the game and you're deceived. You're fooled. That's what Taylor Townsend is. If you look at her, you think she's not explosive and fast. She's super duper fast. You think she can't cover vertically from the baseline to the net, and you're fooled. She's one of the best two-way players there is. She's got a left forehand, which makes it even more difficult to defend because she's attacking your back foot. This is going to be a tough match for Mukova, and I wasn't comfortable taking Mukova in this spot because I know Townsend, has a cult following. She has fans that travel the U.S. and they know how good she is. She's very talented, and sometimes rankings they really mean nothing at all because a lot of that's just catching a bad break in the draw, not being able to get into a tournament. Sometimes you're injured. So I wouldn't pay attention to rankings in this one. Taylor Townsend gets the break early, and Mukova is struggling. Taylor Townsend has a good camp. She's got a good team, solid player. She does everything. And a lot of players on tour, she's like that hidden talent on tour that only people on tour know how good she is. You saw in Montreal, all of the players nearly took her as their defensive lineman in the hockey fantasy challenge. But Taylor Townsend up a break early. Mukova struggling to deal with Taylor's awkward left style and her power and her explosive athletic ability. This is going to be a match, guys. Get your popcorn. We might be here for a long time. Tennis in a minute. We'll be back.